Hey everyone, I hope you had a good Christmas and a great New Year's. I want to show you how I'm going to be making money in New World going into 2022. Not much has changed. There are some updates coming out in the next few months that I think might affect it, but I want to show you what I'm doing to make as much gold as I can possibly make right now. Now, a little disclaimer, this is different and will change depending on server, obviously population, and supply and demand, but I'll show you how I'm making it on my server in the Southeast Asian area. I think it's Adahiri server, but how I'm making now on over almost 80,000 gold. So, and that's just me logging in once a day to get that. And it takes about not very much time at all. So let's take a look. So we'll jump over here to the trader, and I want to go through and show you specifically where I'm finding my value from the products that the items, I say products, wow, the items that I'm buying and then reselling. It's essentially a matter of buy low, sell high, but instead of going through every single item on here on the trader, I want to show you pretty much where to start and where I'm finding the most value currently. I dive into the trader, when I go for buy orders, I go into resources, and then I want to look at raw resources, refined resources, components, and then Arcana is where I'm finding the most value is Arcana. So we'll get to that last, but I want to show you exactly how I'm looking at these things and finding out whether or not it's actually worth your time to put a buy order in, compete for the lowest price. And I'll show you a pretty good example of that. You can go through all of these different things. I primarily look at things that have a very fast turnover. So things that I can pick up really easily and then sell really quickly as well. It's going to obviously generate you more money. If we take a look, oil isn't something that I think turns over that fast. Just looking at this price here, I can tell this is not really going to be worth it, but let's take a look. So I can put a buy order in for this. Now to win the buy order, I would have to list this for 0.26. So 26 cents for me to be able to start picking these up, because I'll be the highest price. I'll be paying the most money for the oil. When I resell it, I'll have to resell it for a cent cheaper than what the sell orders are currently. So if this went for a day and this price didn't change, I'd be buying it for 26, selling it for 28. And it's a 2-cent difference, and you've got to pay tax, like a fee on this, which is not worth it in the long run. So oil, in my server, I would skip that. At the moment, honestly, in the server that I'm on, in that theory, there's not really anything great for raw resources, which is fair, because with the server mergers, there's a lot more people on, and people wanting to level up the gathering, are buying and then selling it raw. They're not refining it, which is not a bad thing, honestly. If we take a look, greenwood, it's actually, you may as well just buy it for the same price. You can just pick it up for the same price you can put a buy order in for. So there's literally no profit here. You're actually losing out on the fee. So I don't know what these people are doing with this, unless they really need greenwood for something. But if we take a look, we can buy greenwood for 7 cents for quite a lot of it, like over 1,000 of it, and 4 of it turns into timber. We go to resources, refined resources, refined wood, and timber. Now if we look at 7 cents times 2 is what, 14, times 2 again makes 4, which is 28. So for half the cost of 1 timber, we can pick up 4 greenwood, which is probably what that person is doing with that 7 cents. So he's almost doubling his money. He's making a decent margin on picking up greenwood, refining it into timber, and then reselling it. So he's actually making money doing that, if that's what he wants to do. If that was something that he'd actually want to do. It's an extra step in doing that, which, like I said, you are making a profit if you're doing that. Buying and just reselling greenwood on its own is not good. Refining it and then selling it is actually not too bad. So, for example, greenwood would be a no. I wouldn't waste my time with this. I mean, I'd rather go and cut down the trees, get my logging up as well. That'll eventually help you in the long run. Again, like this is even cheaper. Unless someone's selling it for biotas, no, people are buying it for more than it's selling for. You could actually pick this up and sell it to this guy. Not that you'd really make much. Skipping these types of things, these are just like extras, like what void metal is, right? It's an alternative you can use to wood. So the things you can actually cut down: green wood, aged wood, weird wood. I think it's weird wood, iron wood, and like ebon wood. I think you could use that to make ebony boards, planks. But weird wood, 57, selling for 57, and we can pick it up for 13, so 14. That is actually not too bad. Now, depending on how much gold you have, I have 80 grand, so I can be a little more lenient. I can say I pick up 5,000 of that, and it wouldn't be a problem for me. If you're starting out, just pick up 100. There's only 18 gold initially. You're picking them up for 14 cents. So if we do some quick calculations here, so if we were selling it for 56 cents, times by how many we pick up. Let's say we actually pick up the whole 100. That's 56 gold minus the 14 gold it cost us. We're making 42 gold out of that trade. Minus the listing fees, which is like, say, what was that, 5 gold, so making like 35 gold from that, which is not bad. I mean, that's an extra 35 gold. This is 18, so next time you can turn around and pick up 300 of it, right? And then you're making triple that amount, so it means that you're making almost 100 gold from weird wood. Now I'm just gonna throw in a thing for 1,000. I don't think I'm gonna get 1,000, which is why I'm limited. I mean, I can put 10,000 there, but like, I'm not going to get this within a day. So this is the other thing as well. I list 1,000. I list it for 1 day. That reduces your fee that you have to pay, and I'm not going to get this, right? So this is the whole thing. I'm going to list this for 14 cents. This guy, whoever listed this, or this person, this woman, this guy, whoever listed this one, is going to come back into the game, see that I'm buying for more than they are, and they're going to cancel this, relist theirs for 15 cents. Right? So listing it for a day means in 1 day this is going to cancel, and I can come through and I can check this again and go, oh, well, I'll list mine for 16 cents. Or maybe theirs is finished, I'll list mine for 14 cents again. However it works, right? But this is essentially what we're going to do. 1 day, a quantity you can afford without breaking the bank, right? We don't want to invest everything into weird wood right off the bat. So I mean, 143 gold. For 1,000 of those, like I said, what makes about 35 each, so I make 350 gold if I pick up all 1,000, which is not bad. I mean, it's good pocket change, right? We take a look at ironwood. I haven't burned by ironwood before because the price fluctuates quite a lot. Me personally, this difference is not high enough. Like, that's 18 cents difference. I'm not going to worry about it. There's less people in demand for ironwood. There's a lot of people in demand for the lower level stuff, not so much the high level stuff, although you can get really good margins in high level stuff, which is awesome. So you can see why I avoid raw resources currently. 6 cents. Then you're not going to be picking up a biota for anything cheaper than that. Raw hides. Now, this could be good depending on your server. I mean, picking raw hide up on its own for 8 cents is pretty good. Because then, like I said, refining it and then selling it is really, really good. If you can pick up raw resources at a higher tier, the better you're going to be, because you can refine them into better stuff, like layered leather and stuff like that. Sells for quite a lot on this server, at least. So refined resources is where I spend most of my gold. Actually, that's a lie. Sarkana. Charcoal is a really good one. It's overlooked by a lot of people. There's usually very little people looking to it, so it's 3 people currently buying. 8 to 23. I'm okay with paying that for the 9 cents. I'll pick up 1,000. Like I said, I'm probably not going to get 1,000. 92 gold, and I will actually use this for refining iron into steel, or steel into star metal, however that turns out. Now, refined wood is where we're looking for. So timber. Now, like I said, I wouldn't buy green wood for this, because I can pick up timber for 13 cents, right? So I can cut out that step entirely. I can just go, cool, I want to pick up 2,000 timber, 2,000 2,000 timber, which is only 300 gold, at least only 300 gold for me. You can pick up, say, like 300, you know, it's 40 gold. It's very little. You know, we're tripling our money, almost triple. I'm not doing the math right now, but timber 2,000, I could potentially get that, and over a day, always a day. There's no point in listing it for any longer, you're only paying more tax. Lumber, again, it's a gold 39 for selling. I can pick it up for 90 cents, so it's a 40-cent profit, like roughly 0.91. And if I wanted to, I could always turn this into weird wood with the weird wood that I'm picking up normally. So I'll pick up 500 of that, just because I don't think I'm going to get a huge amount, and it's not too profitable. Weirdwood planks, 7 gold. Now this is where we start to get a little more expensive. This is massive, right? For picking up gold really quickly, this is a really good way of doing it. If I pick up 200 of that, 700 gold. Now I'll actually pick up 500 of this, so I'm going to invest the money into it. I don't think I'll get 500, but just in case, I will try. Change it to 1 day. And yeah, I understand you might not have the 1800 gold to invest in this straight up, but picking up 50, even 45 like this guy's doing, this is a really good thing, and weirdwood planks are a fast moving item. So I mean, that's always an option, depending on how your server is. Again, depend on the server. Now this is why I've been burned by ironwood planks. You can pick them up quite cheap and then sell them for quite a lot, but then there's always someone who comes along and blows the market out of the water. So I'm going to always, I avoid ironwood planks, even though I could probably make some money on it. It's just not worth it in my eyes. Ebony is probably too close. See, this is a huge investment. Like just picking up 100 of these is extremely expensive. And then the difference in margin is there, but that's a lot of gold to invest in something. So even I'm not going to do that. Unless your market is like massive, then absolutely do that. Precious. Silver, since the Convergence Festival began, silver has crashed because everybody gets it in presents. That's still not too bad if you want to start off. You know, you can pick up and sell quite a lot of silver. Gold is probably where I'd invest more of my money. So you can pick it up reasonably cheap, double the money on this. Right, that's pretty good. 0.81. So again, listing 1 cent above what it's currently buying for. And yeah, I know this guy is, you know, there's only 2 people here, which is even better. This person is doing something weird. Like, I don't understand how you come to this number from 67. You're like 80 cents. Sure, we're gonna be it by 1. I want 1,000 of it. So 800 gold for me. Whoops. 1 day. There we go. 1 day. 800 gold. And then we'll be reselling it for 194. Unless someone takes the market, and then I'll hold it. Yes. Platinum. Again, let's take a look. 335, an expensive thing to invest into, but I'm doubling my money. I'm going to invest into this. Whoops. I want to buy it for more. I'm probably not going to get 1,000. I'll probably go 500. Like, that's a lot, but I'm on 74k. I can afford it. Leather. This is where I make tons of money. Buy order for coarse leather. No one is buying coarse leather currently. So I'll give it a fair price. People actually sell me their leather like this. And because I'm doing it so cheap, I can pick up tons. I can just throw an order in here. There's no one else buying it. Everyone in the entire world of New World, everyone on my server goes to a trader who has coarse leather, can now sell that to me. So I will probably pick up quite a lot of that. And I'm not going to resell it for that price. I'm going to resell it for this price. Well, actually, that's not true either. I'm going to be reselling it for I'll show you in a second. That's just good. Rugged leather kind of cuts down the work. Layered leather is what I'm going to be reselling it for. So I'm going to convert it all into layered leather, and this is why. Like, the margin difference on this is massive. I'm not going to get 500 of it, but I'm going to try. So that difference from picking things up from what, 20 something cents it was, and then reselling it once we refined it all to this, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by refining it in a second. But if we go up, I can't No, I can make infused leather, but I'm in Morningdale, which doesn't have a high enough tanning place, so I can't refine it. And the margins aren't there for me, which is sad. Runic leather is required by every 60 level recipe to make the gear. It's just broken on my server, sadly. Ingots. Iron ingots. I will pick up some iron, because it's good for refining. It's always good to have iron. Steel. 150. It goes up to 2, so this 1, I'm actually buy that 1, and then so I can resell for the higher price. Do I want 1,000 on this? Let's go 600. I'm gonna buy that 1. So now it's 200. Now it's 2 gold. So you can look at that type of thing as well before you relist. You know, okay, well, someone's crashed the market. I can buy his out and then resell it. Again, if we move into higher level things, this is quite good for star metal. Spending a lot of time in like refined resources is not what I want. I want to show you get to the good stuff. Let's throw 500 in here. The next thing we want to look at is Arcana. This is where I make tons of my gold, and I think there's going to be a huge market for this going into the January patch when they fix the keys and crafting keys, because at the moment you need moats and wisps and things to craft keys for dungeons. The higher level the dungeon, the higher level the thing you need. So for example, you've got the moats. Moats are like your entry level dungeons, and you've got wisps, essences, and life quintessence, not life, but quintessences to craft your level 60 keys to get into dungeons. They're going to change this. Now, this could have one of 2 effects. It could completely ruin this market, or it could make this market even more profitable. What I mean by that is they're going to change it, make it easier for keys to be created. Now, that could reduce the amount of components needed for a key, which is bad for the market, right? Especially if the number of keys being made doesn't increase. However, they're changing and improving dungeons, which is going to be awesome. And I believe more keys will be made because of it. So either the supply will stay the same or it will increase. And I think it will increase. Regardless, at the moment, it is great. Moats, not so much. Let me show you. It's 10-cent difference for a moat. And that's where most people buy and sell, because they don't realize these other 3 exist. Now, these other 3 are extremely important. 18.98 gold, but don't think you can't get into it, because you can buy them for less than a gold and resell them for 8 or 17, almost 18 gold more. So if we put a buy order in for this, I want 500. I put 500 because I'm probably not going to get them, and because I have the way I do it is I buy 500 wisps. Let me show you. I buy 500 wisps, 200 essences, and 100 quintessences. And the reason I do it that way is if I keep those numbers the same, you'll see the price fluctuate dramatically between these arcanas. So if we take a look at this, for example, that was 41 cents. There's literally no one buying these, and they're selling for 10 gold, which is actually not accurate. You could probably buy out all of these, relist them for 20 and still make money. I'm going to buy these for 5 gold each. Like I said, I'm going to pick up 200, which is 1,000. Now, this is why I'm going to be picking up 200. People will actually sell them to me for 5 gold. If you list them for like 20 cents or 40 cents, no one's going to actually sell them. You might pick up a couple, but people who have these or refine these are not going to sell them to you for that price. For 5 gold per is actually really good for someone just wanting to sell them, which is great for us, because we'll pick up those and then we can resell them for way more than whatever this is selling for, 10. And quintessences, now I only pick up 100 of these. Now you can see why I only put an order in for 100, because I'm picking these up for 20.01, and 100 of those is over 2,000 gold. And I'm okay with that because I'm selling them for 50. up to 69, so that 29, I could probably buy that out and relist that for 68 gold or 68.99 and make way more money. You could even just do that, to be honest. If you had the gold, just buy that out, resell it for that, which is a completely different ball game of market PvP. Again, if we take a look at moats, not worth it. Again, people know moats exist, they pick them up in the world and they want to sell them. People who don't know how to use a trader, they break the trader. They don't know how to use it, therefore it falls apart, which is why raw resources is not good in my server. 5 gold 40, I'm picking these up for 1 gold 26. Resell, 500 of those. Like I said, I have a set margin or amount, quantity, minimum order quantity. And I'm reselling for a huge amount. There's massive markup on this. Now, again, I don't know how this is going to play out going into the new patch they're going to launch. So 7 gold. I was buying the other ones for 5 gold, I think it was. 7 gold 01. 200, it's 1400 gold. But I'm doubling my money here, which is amazing. Now, the reason I pick up like 100, like I said, is these can fluctuate. So I'm paying 30.01. Again, I'm making 18 gold profit on this. So I only want 100, but it's 3,000 gold for me to put that down, which I'm okay with doing because I will make that money back. And we're only onto Soul Arcana. I've already dropped like 5 grand. So ignoring moats because it's not worth it. Gold 15. I'll be selling this for 15 gold. So if you got 500 of those. Only listing it for a day, by the way, because someone will come through and beat your pricing, which is fine. It is market PvP. It's what's meant to happen. So again, 5 gold is a reasonable price. I pick up 200 of them, and you can start picking these up for 10. Right, 50 gold for 5. You pick up them for 5 gold. You make 15 gold each. That's 150 gold. That's 150 gold, right? I'm losing my mind here. Oh my god. If we got 15 times 5, 75 gold. No. Yeah. What? We got oh my god. Oh. If we have 20 gold, minus the 5 gold cost is 15 times 10. Yeah, it's 150 gold. We're making 150 gold. Oh my god, math is not my strong suit. So if you're buying these, buy 10 of them for 5 gold, you make 15 gold profit, minus a listing fee of like 6 to 10 gold. You're making 150 gold, so 140 gold after fees, right? So 140 gold for just a 50 gold investment, right? Awesome. Like, why would you not want to be in that? And you can do that if you spread your money out. You can do it across all of the essences. So look at this. It's going to cost me a fortune. 3,200 gold. But doubling my money. Thank you very much. And then once you get up to this level that I'm trading at with the amount of gold that I have, it really doesn't bother you too much doing this. Look at this, picking up for 61 cents, selling for 4 gold almost. Which is why I keep with quantities rather than thinking about price. Because if you start thinking about price, then you start over investing on things. 5 gold, for whatever reason, people aren't picking up essences, or I think essences just come to people much easier. 200 of them. And if I was going to relist these now, I'd buy out this person and then relist them for 21 gold. So just remember that when you're going to relist things, is to check what your competition is selling for, and if you could buy them out and relist them higher, because people pay the minimum cost. They're not going to look at something and go, well, yes, that was 12 gold, this time it's 25 gold. You might get 1 or 2 people that, but not everyone on your server is going to look at things like that. Again, pick up 100 of those, that's not too bad. And massive margin. We're done with fire, move to earth, wisps, let's go. 1.02, selling for 5 gold. I would actually relist them for like 7 gold. Yeah, I mean, you could buy them all out, honestly, and sell them for 15. I probably would. 500 one day. essences. Is anyone buying them? They are. Cool. 6.21. I mean, not cool. I'd like to buy them for thing. Again, everyone's selling for 16.9. You could buy them out, release them for high, you'll make more money. We've got 200. $16.6, sorry, 16.7 is actually a pretty good price. Look at that, margin difference is huge. 100 of those, and it's tempting to sit and be like 500. Well, actually, no, it's like 8 grand, but which is why I can stick to orders. You're not going to pick up as many of these. That's what you would like, essences and wisps. Yeah, wisp. Again, like if we take a look at moats, it's not worth it. Like, why invest your money there when you can invest your money here for almost the same amount when it loads? You know, almost the same amount for 4 times the price, but you're getting literally double your money rather than like 30%. So we're getting 200% rather than 30% margin. Let's do that. I like my 200% margin, roughly. I mean, it could be completely different on server, but maybe I'm just super lucky. I hope I'm not. I hope this actually helps you make a ton of gold. And you can start off 2022 flush with all the New World gold by sticking to my little principles here. Now I'm at gold. What are they selling for here? Nothing. So I might pick these up for 50 cents. Sounds super, you know, might seem like a strange price, but again, I'm happy to pay 50 cents to someone for picking them up for that price. And I know the moats might be selling for that price as well, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, no one else is literally no one else is buying them. Again, 5 gold, 200. I mean, I could have bought the other ones for like 2 gold, actually. Oh no, or maybe a gold. No, I'm happy for 50 cents. I'm happy with the 50 cents up or down. 10 gold. That is crazy price. But, I mean, hey, no one else is buying them, so we will. And that's how I make all of my gold. And that's pretty much how I'm making all of my gold currently in early January, end of 2021. Before the patch for the dungeons released from New World. That's how I'm making all of my gold. I'm currently sitting on over 80 grand at the moment in my bank or in my pockets. I'm only 40, so I spent 40,000 gold. So I've spent 40,000 gold today just buying, placing orders. Over the next day, I expect to pick all of that up and probably make 10 to 15,000 gold profit from all of that. So hopefully this helped you out a little bit. If it does, comment below how much gold you've made since you started this video, how much gold you hope to make from this video, and let me know actually in the comment section below, is Arcana worth it on your server, or what are you making money on currently? I'd love to know where you're making your money. I predominantly just do the trader. I'm not going out farming anything. I think just logging in here, spending some time buying and reselling is super easy. And I can do it when I'm not in the mood to play New World. But let me know in the comment section below where you're making money and how you plan to make money going into 2022. Thanks guys. Bye.